I'm Taylor Steinmetz. Tonight I want to talk to you about modern day slavery. Many people think of slavery as something from the past. Well, right now there's 27 million slaves, three different types of slavery: forced labor, human trafficking, and debt bondage. All three of these make up the 27 million slaves. Never in history have we had more slaves ever. It happens in America as well as in other countries. 200,000 slaves right now is the number in America, with 18,000, 20,000 supposed to cross our border this year. First type is forced labor slaves. Forced labor. There's 12.3 million forced laborers. Of the 27 million, 12.3 of that is forced labor slaves. Forced labor is when somebody makes you work for them and you're not getting any pay at all. The people that are the laborers, or the people that you're working for, are the ones you're getting all your money. And they take your documents away so you can't leave the country. You're forced to work for them. And then they tell you that you're more than likely they will abuse you and hurt you if you run away, so there's no way you can run away. Second type is human trafficking, also, which is sex trafficking. It's where it's a legal trade where human beings sell people for commercial sexual exploitation. Traffickers convince mothers to sell their kids into sex slavery because the mothers are only making like $1 a day anyway, and so they need money. So the sex traffickers convince their mothers to sell their daughters. And then for teenagers, they convince the teens that they can go work across the country. But what's really happening is all the teenage girls, when they go to a different country to work, it's actually fake advertisement, and they're actually being sold into sex slavery. And once again, they're sexually abused day and night, and they cannot they're afraid to run away because they're basically brainwashed by their traffickers. This also happens in America. Many people don't think so, but it happens even here in Nashville a lot. The final type of slavery that I'm going to talk about is debt bondage, where a person in debt bondage has to pay off a debt that their family owes. So if a person's grandparents do something wrong and they have to pay off the debt, and then they die and their debt is still going on, then that goes on for generation until finally they can pay that debt off. It affects millions of adults and children. A common debt bondage is like what I just said about family debt bondage. To help end modern day slavery, we can all talk with slavery advocates, publicize the information, and host informational events about it. And this really can help. If you make it aware, then it can help end modern day slavery. When we visualize the future of modern day slavery, we want the number to decrease. The number of slaves should not be growing. One of the only ways to do that is, as I said, create awareness of the most epidemic tragedy, which is modern day slavery. In conclusion, we will close with three ways of action. One is awareness. Two, another way of helping is also putting pressure on our government to make laws, because if there are laws, then less people hopefully will not do the crime. And also slavery, you can take slavery footprints and you can see which items you're buying from stores that are made by slaves themselves. We must stop until we have freedom.